Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very happy that we're finally diving into fall. So this is going to be my first fall themed video and I wanted to get a little bit ahead and dive into the fall trends for 2025. I know that we're still deep into summer, but I've been browsing and doing a little bit of research and just overall getting some inspiration for outfits for this fall. I would say that I thrive in summer. It's definitely my season, but my favorite has to be fall. I don't know why, it's always been like something that excites me when fall starts. It's so cozy. I love seeing the leaves turning color. I love the fashion. It's still not that cold. And also for me, it's usually a season that I spend a lot of time at home. So yeah, I am a fall fan. So today we're gonna do like a deep dive fashion report of the things that I think or that I consider for what I saw online are gonna be like very trendy, very popular, or that I like. But as always, let's remember that personal style always comes first. Not because something is trendy means that everyone needs to go and dress like that. Usually for me, I just take bits and pieces of what I see that is coming, and maybe I already have things in my closet, or maybe I'm just looking to add new things to my closet, but I always try to stick to classic pieces and things that I know that are gonna stand the test of time. So I'm having my second cup of coffee, and this mug actually Peplum made it for me. It has a little sailboat here and another one here, and on the bottom, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell, but I cannot really flip it because the coffee will spill, but it says for Lucia. I was going to pick my fall themed coffee mugs, but ended up going for this one. So grab your coffee, grab a drink if it's a little bit later, maybe a snack, and let's talk about the trends for this fall. So this one I'm actually really excited about because during all spring and summer I've been using long skirts. So one trend that I definitely saw was flared midi long flowy skirts. I've been seeing them paired with tops, jackets, coats, sweaters, and it can be with ballerinas or with boots, but consistently they're just like very flowy romantic skirts. And this one is something that I already have a lot in my closet, so I'm definitely going to be implementing it quite a lot. Also, skirts are super comfy, and if you live somewhere that has a bit of a colder weather, you can definitely pair them with some tights. I personally will be just using the ones that I have because here in Barcelona it doesn't really start to get cold until later on, but I think you're definitely going to see me pairing some skirts with jackets and sweaters. Right now my absolute favorite skirt that I can definitely recommend is actually from Lily Silk, and it has this bubble drop kind of. It's so flowy and it makes me feel like a princess, and I really love pairing silk with knitwear and just other textures, so that is the one that I would definitely like to personally recommend because I use it so much. I saw a lot of structured shoulders, just like power dressing, and by this I mean shoulder pads, sharp tailoring, maybe even some draping, just a little bit more dramatic. But yeah, shoulder pads are making a serious comeback from the 80s, but I think it's a bit more intricate this time and in a little bit of a more romantic way for what I've been seeing. I've always considered that I'm a little bit too short to implement shoulder pads, but I do really like what they offer to the outfit and how they can just change the whole mood. But this one is going to be very easy to implement if you have just any blazer. You can add a really cute belt. I saw designers like Alexander McQueen, Stella McCartney implementing them a lot on their latest runways. The next one is one that I don't know if I'm gonna try out myself, but it's statement layered belts. So I'm talking about big belts that are like the piece of the outfit, or I've also seen layered belts, so it's like belt over belt over belt. They're more bold and artistic and not just like holding up your trousers. Chanel and Miu Miu specifically featured belts on pretty much all of their outfits. The Chanel one was like this little chain, so you can go for more boho, you can go for more western style. I've been seeing them everywhere, especially when it comes to runways, Pinterest. They're going to be quite big during this next fall. I am someone who honestly prefers to be a little bit more minimalistic when it comes to belts. I actually only own like 3. But I do want to say that I've been feeling like we're drifting away from the minimalism and aiming a little bit more for those romantic maximalist looks, and I have to admit that I am a fan. I've always been very drawn to everything vintagey, over the top, and you're gonna see that a lot during this fall, the laces, the textures. I'm happy about these changes and that we're not just taking to simple monochromatic looks. This one I'm actually quite happy about, and it's, I don't really know how to properly pronounce this in English, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me about it, but Peplum Tops. I was such a fan in my teenage years. I would use them all the time for daily wearing, and they're making a massive comeback, but they're not exactly as they used to. They are definitely more refined, and I am a big fan. Am I going to jump into this one? I would say yes, especially on the silk crepe versions of it. In my opinion, it just gives a lot of movement to the outfit, and they look elegant, and just instead of a simple white t-shirt or a simple white button-down shirt, you can do that. I am definitely looking forward to this one quite a lot. It's also a very flattering cut because it defines your waist, and it also gives a little bit of a curve, so I find like this style is very flattering for most people, and you can just pair them with very simple trousers, shorts, or even with a long skirt. This one is one of my 2 favorites because I have 2 top trends. This one I would say is the number 1, and this is Boho Nomadic layers, and I would say also the 70s revival. This trend feels very cozy and storytelling. It has a lot of flowy silhouettes, embroidery, layered textures, and vintagey pieces. There's a lot of earthy tones and also a lot of gold jewelry that like kind of comes into this trend. It reminds me a lot of vintage Chloe campaigns. Very carefree. I think this also allows a lot of individualism and everyone just putting a little bit of their own style into how they want to go into this. So if you're someone that loves mixing textures, that loves mixing patterns, this one is definitely going to be for you, and I am really happy. I love Chloe, I love Zimmerman. There's this Zimmerman set that I've been looking for that kind of also goes with the other trend, but the new Zimmerman fall winter collection, take my money, I want all of it. Also, velvet is going to have a massive comeback, and I also really love this one because usually for fall we have suede, so velvet is perhaps not the biggest twist, but I do love a good velvet set or just anything velvet. But as someone who has a golden retriever that sheds no matter how much I brush her, maybe this one is not going to be for me unless I go with very light colors. In this case, I'm saying velvet not only for evening wear, but it's in trousers, blazers, skirts, jackets, shoes, bags, literally on everything, and it's in the most amazing colors. But I would say that my favorite ones are the navy, emerald green, burgundy, just like deep shades. It kind of instantly makes you look a little bit more dressed up, elegant, or very interesting. I feel like just adding one piece of velvet into your outfit is going to make it just transform into something different. We also have hybrid capes and coats. This is very similar to what we had last year with this specific coat that it comes to mind, that it was the totem one that had like an integrated scarf. But this year we're seeing them a little bit more extravagant. They're like part coat, part wrap, part scarf. I really love some of them that have a lot of draping. I saw them a lot on the runway for Totem and Ferragamo, and I was big fan. It looks very cozy, comfortable, but also stylish. I would say that this one, I would be a little bit careful to get a piece that really matches what you would normally wear, but I love it. I think I would definitely be down on getting this one. Pirate slouchy boots, which I am on the fence. I think I really like them, but at the same time, I don't know if they are a little bit too much. I love the slouchiness, and I think if anyone is gonna have like the best ones out there, it's probably going to be Isabel Marant. And I've seen some of them that have this Bottega style softness. Some of them are knee height, others are mid-calf. For me, I would go for mid-calf because they look a little bit heavy, to be honest. They're not really called pirate boots, but I think they look like pirate boots. I can definitely see Captain Jack Sparrow rocking the boots for sure, but I do think that they look really cool with midi skirts, oversized knitwear, and even with jeans you can just tuck them in. And of course we have slouchy boots. We also have slouchy bags. It's basically the theme that I've been seeing with handbags for this fall. They're all kind of oversized, kind of messy, slouchy, soft, comfortable bags, and that is always kind of a theme for fall. We go for bigger bags that are gonna fit more things, more comfortable, so you can wear them with sweaters and with coats. And this year is going to be no exception, but I think I haven't seen bags as slouchy as the ones that I've been seeing lately, and I really like them. It's kind of compensating all of these years that we were just very much into micro bags. We're now going back to massive, oversized, comfy, a bit more functional, in my opinion, bags. I've also been seeing so many colors being implemented into fall outfits. Very especially, I would say lilac. I think it has to be my favorite. Last year, it was definitely burgundy. I still think it's a key color for this year, but also I've been seeing a lot of greens and especially lilac. And there's nothing that I love more than colorful sweaters and cardigans. I saw some gorgeous purple knitwear that I am very tempted by. Lilac is surprisingly easy to wear and just implement with outfits. I wouldn't want to color block, but definitely add some things here and there. Now this one has to be my absolute favorite trend. It goes a little bit hand in hand with the boho chic trend, but it's lace. And I've been seeing lace everywhere and I'm so here for it. And this is something that I've always loved. So romantic lace dresses, blouses with a lot of lace just underneath a coat or a trench coat, puffy sleeves, high necks. And again, this one is being led mainly by Chloe and I would say Zimmerman, Isabel Marant, but Chloe being the one that implemented the most lace that I've seen. And absolutely everything that I saw, I was just big fan. So this one is something that you're gonna be seeing a lot from me, I think. I wanted to find jewelry trends for fall, and actually I saw so many pearl pieces being combined, and pearl jewelry is something that I usually associate a little bit more with spring and summer. I've been loving irregular shaped pearls with a statement of gold. I've been seeing them in bags, in hair clips, implemented in the clothing, and also in shoes actually. And this one is just so classic. A pearl necklace with a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans is always going to be kind of a staple. So I have a ton of pearl pieces. I love them and I'm definitely going to be pairing them with some sweaters, cozy outfits, and keep rocking them through the fall. The last two are going to be for shoes. Loafers and Mary Janes keep going strong. I'm very happy about it. They're really comfortable, they're minimalistic. These are shoes that are super wearable for pretty much every single season. And I've been obsessed with Mary Janes recently. They're just a classic style. Also loafers being styled with socks, tights. It has like a preppy type of look, but also a little bit more stylish. And it's a great transitional shoe if you're going from summer to fall and it's still not that cold. So you can start wearing boots. So I would say that Mary Janes and loafers are perfect for that in between. And the last one is going to be romantic satin footwear. I've been seeing so many satin shoes out there. These chocolate ones from Prada, big fan. I love them, but I've been seeing them in ballet flats, low heels, anything out there. I've been seeing them. I think they're very delicate, feminine, and they also add different textures to the outfit. Yes, you're gonna have to be a little bit careful with them, but I honestly really like them. I think overall the trends for this fall I am very happy about, but of course for this video I picked the ones that I like the most and I wanted to put out there. But I would love to hear which one was your favorite, or if there's one that you're not the biggest fan of. Yeah, definitely for me it's going to be lace. Would highly recommend to check the new Zimmerman collection for fall winter. I'm definitely going to be going to the store to try some of these pieces on, not necessarily going to get them. So I'm really excited to start vlogging for this fall and just seeing this season change. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you're not to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I want to leave you two videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.